Friends, in this one, we're going to talk about what visitors can do if they've been banned from returning to the United States. Stick around all the way until the end because I'm going to share the top reasons why folks are banned from coming into the United States and then 2 ways that they can get back in. I'm Latoya McBean, Pompey, an immigration lawyer in New York. Reach out to us guys at McBean Law. If you have faced a ban to the United States, we'd be more than happy to take a look at your case and see how we might be able to assist you. Before you go today, however, do me the favor, subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so that you'll be the first to get notice of my videos each week. Now let's talk about why folks are banned from coming into the United States. The first reason why individuals are banned, perhaps they are using an improper travel document. When they showed up at JFK or LAX airport, they have a document that belongs to someone else. Number one reason, they have an improper identification that they have shared with customs as they were trying to come in. Perhaps that document is in someone else's name, or perhaps they have a passport in their name that has been backdated, backstamped, or perhaps they have a passport that is for another country, not the country of their birth or origin, and worse yet, perhaps it's a U.S. citizen's document that they're trying to use to come into the United States. So for these reasons, customs will indeed turn them around, put them on the next flight back home, and ban them from coming back to the United States. The second reason why folks are banned from coming back to the U.S. is perhaps customs has discovered that when they were here before, prior entries, they were engaged in unauthorized employment. They were here working. They were making money, babysitting, braiding hair, or doing handyman or construction work. They were here using their visitor visa for work purposes. Customs can discover something like this if they take your phone away from you and they begin to look through your text messages to see what your plans are on this particular visit. Or they may just suspect that you've been engaged in unauthorized employment based on the fact that during your prior stay to the United States, you had a lengthy stay. Maybe you were here for 5 months or almost at that 6-month mark. Based on that suspicion alone, they can turn you around and put you on a plane back to your country. The third reason why folks are banned from coming into the United States is there's a suspicion that you're going to overstay. You're not going to return home. Customs suspect that you're going to stay right here with your family members, or maybe you don't have a return ticket on this particular visit, and they think, well, when are you leaving? How long are you going to stay? It's so unclear to us. Therefore, we think you're going to overstay, so we're going to turn you around. Perhaps you don't have a job back home. You know, if they begin to question you about how things are for you back home, and it sounds a little loosey-goosey, you know, it doesn't sound very secure, they could also suspect that you're going to stay permanently in the U.S. and send you back home. The fourth reason why they would issue a ban is because of your past immigration history. Maybe you have a violation on your record that maybe the U.S. Embassy didn't catch during the embassy interview. Customs caught it. Maybe you had overstayed your visa in the past, or maybe you've been deported or something as serious as that, and customs, through their questions, have discovered the old immigration violations, and then they turn you around because those violations are still very much on your record and impacting your ability to return to the United States. Now, what can you do about it if you're a visitor trying to get back in? Well, the first thing is you've got to look at how long is this ban? Have I been banned for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? I don't know, permanently? It's unclear how long this ban is. I just know that I can't return, or I tried to return and the U.S. Embassy turned me down. Maybe the embassy didn't even tell me why, or perhaps the embassy told me that it's because of you're still under this ban. Well, get that clarity on the length that you've been given under your ban. And if you cannot figure it out, definitely speak with an immigration lawyer to drill down deeper to figure out what type of ban you had actually been given. After you've determined how long this period is, well, you could wait it out. You can stay home in your country for the 3 years, the 5 years, right? You could stay there until that entire period of the ban has been cleared. Now, the second thing that you can do, however, if you don't want to remain home for the entire duration of this ban, is you could apply for a non-immigrant visa waiver that will set aside this ban and this issue or this violation that's on your record and allow you to enter the United States again early. For some people, early. For others, however, if you've been given a ban that is a very serious one, maybe you have a criminal record that's a serious one and the government is concerned about that, so they didn't give you a 3-year ban or a 5-year ban, they just said you're banned, really. In that type of context, you can still obtain a non-immigrant visa waiver to set aside that problem and allow you to get another visitor visa to come back in and out of the United States. The non-immigrant visa waiver, friends, and we do that at McBean Law, of course, is a little tricky and complex. Your story has to be explained really well in that waiver that you bring with you to the embassy during your next visa appointment. Ask the embassy to set aside your immigration violation or this ban so that you could come in and out. If you're a student, for example, and you're trying to get a student visa, but yet you have this ban on your record, you could also get this non-immigrant visa waiver and bring it with you to the embassy so that you'll be able to come in. And in fact, we have a terrific success story that we shared about our client who is a PhD student, but she had various fraud, misrepresentation on her record. She was denied a visa actually a couple of times by the US Embassy. She came to us and we looked at her case and we worked on a non-immigrant visa for her, and she was interviewed in London at the embassy, a very tough embassy to process a case like hers. However, she was approved and she's here in the United States right now going through her program. So she was approved for the F1 student visa. We'd be happy to talk to you about the ban that the government has issued to you and see whether there is a way for you to either you wait it out or come back in through the process that I've described in this video. Reach out to us at McBean Law, guys, at 888-462-4006 or at McBeanLaw.com, where we will go deeper with you. One last thing before you go, for more free tips from us, subscribe to the #1 immigration newsletter. Go to McBeanLaw.com/subscribe and get our Q&As, our immigration news, our good news stories, our blogs, and some other great things each week delivered to your inbox. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.